Hey everybody, it's Gomedex, and today all of the new cards for Unsanctioned have been spoiled, so I figured it would be a good time to talk about the set, what in general it is, and my thoughts on it. So for those who don't know, Unsanctioned is going to be the fourth of the unsets. The unsets are, of course, the sets which are more humorous focused. They're all silver bordered, so they're not allowed in tournament play, so they get to get away with a lot of interesting, fun, more zany mechanics than you would get in regular Magic cards. Cards that have to do with rolling dice, cards that have to do with doing the chicken dance, cards that have to do with never removing your finger from the card, stuff like that. All kinds of crazy, fun nonsense, and that's why they're not allowed in tournament play. So, as I said, this is the fourth of the unsets, but it is going to be different from the rest. The first three unsets, Unglued, Unhinged, and Unsanctioned, were all pretty much regular sets in terms of how they were released. They are in draft boosters. The only major difference is they're not tournament legal. So you could draft those sets, you could open them in regular booster packs, all of that good stuff. With these new cards, they are just in the Unsanctioned box set. So it's a box set that you buy and you get all of the cards. It's 5 monocolored 30-card decks. The idea around the set is that you shuffle 2 of the decks together, and your opponent shuffles 2 of the decks together, and you get a different play experience based on whatever decks you wanted to put against each other that way. Each of these decks is going to have 3 brand new unique cards, so there's 16 total new uncards. The rest are reprints and basic lands, and all 16 of the new cards have been spoiled. The other thing I should mention that's in the box set that is an important point, because it is going to be probably the most financially worth it part of the box set, is some full art basic lands. There will be 5 full art basic lands and 5 foil full art basic lands, and these are a pretty beautiful combination of the old unset full arts. So they've got that golden border from the unglued full arts. They've got the placement of the name of the land as well as the frame of the name of the land from the unhinged lands, and they are very wide artwork, reminiscent of the unstable lands, while not quite taking all of the thunder away from those, since those extended past the black border even. So the 16 new cards spoiled are a lot of just really fun casual stuff. I highly doubt any of these silver bordered cards are going to be worth anything. If you know anything about the prices on any of the old unset cards, basically everything silver bordered you can get pretty cheap for the most part, especially from Unstable since it's the most recent set. Unglued as well. A few of the unhinged ones I believe are actually worth like a little bit, like Mox Lotus and stuff like that. But overall, the silver bordered cards are basically just for fun, not really going to be a big bang for your buck there. The set is very much designed to just be a pick up and play out of the box experience, to have a lot of fun, unwind from more serious games of Magic. Out of the cards that have been spoiled, there are a few I do want to talk about here real quick, just because they're really cute, really funny, stuff that I enjoy a lot. First of all, we've got Alexander Clamilton. Just a fantastic name, really fun build around for casual commander groups that allow silver bordered cards. And certainly I am excited to fight some creatures with that guy. There's also A. Cornelia, Fashionable Filcher. She is our first squirrel commander, I believe. I could be wrong. I'll look back through Scryfall before I post this. But I'm pretty sure it's our first squirrel commander. It is a silver bordered commander, so again, you gotta be in a casual play group. You gotta make sure the play group is okay with you running that first. But I feel like most playgroups won't have a problem with that, and then squirrels can actually be viable in some casual commander games, so that can be really fun. Last but not least, I will mention one of the non-legendary cards here. Just gonna mention Flavor Judge, because it's hilarious, really fun, flavorfully and mechanically. It's just one of those really fun cards that is one of the things that people already do all the time, of like, oh, you're gonna tragic slip my flying Geist? How are you tripping my ghost? This makes no sense. This should not be allowed. Well, now you can make it not allowed, with a Flavor Judge on your side. So that is the set in general and my thoughts so far. I think the lands are beautiful, Tons of the cards are really fun. I'm excited to see what cards get reprinted. The only reprint that they have spoiled so far is Timmy Power Gamer. Definitely a good reprint for sure, and I love the new artwork. A little more reminiscent of the kinds of players that Timmys are. The original Timmy was like just a suave dude. He actually looked pretty muscular. Whereas, Timmy Power Gamer, the kid in the little dinosaur costume, that is exactly what a lot of Timmys remember themselves being like when they first started playing the game. So yeah, yet again, the lands are absolutely beautiful. I am sure that the foils will be insanely priced in a few years. All of the new cards, super fun. Excited to see what the rest of the reprints are. The only thing I don't like about the set is that it is right now pre-selling for around $50 on TCG Player, and that seems like definitely a bit much for a box set that you can only play 1v1s in. Because they're all 30 card decks, you're supposed to shuffle 2 of them together. A lot of the cards are slightly multicolored as well, so they're supposed to be in a 2-colored deck. So you're paying $50 for a board game you can basically only play 1v1. That is the only thing I don't like. The previous sets like Explorers of Ixalan and Archenemy Nicol Bolas were for a similar or even lower price. You could play with 4 players. That is the one thing I don't like about this. This is exactly the kind of set that I think is perfect to pick up and play with 4 people, and the fact that you can't do that unless you just play a monocolored 30-card deck is a little awkward to me. So I do really hope that this gets printed in pretty high quantities so that people can pick these up for hopefully around $30 instead of the $50 they're going for right now, because that I think would be definitely a more reasonable price tag, especially as I said before for a 1v1 set, because I think that this would really shine if you just pick up 2 copies of it. That way you can actually play 4-player games with it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the set so far. If you are interested in the set, it will be releasing February 29th of this year. If you are interested in checking out more of my content, you are obviously on my channel right now. You can subscribe or click on one of the videos that will be showing at the very end title here. And if you want to catch me live, you can catch me on twitch.tv. Every Friday seems like it's been working so far. Saturdays has been a little rough because I'm trying to find the time to still hang out with my friends, as my only free time is in the evenings since I work overnights. I don't usually wake up till like 4, so it's a little awkward to fit it in there, but I'm working on it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.